So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm enjoying this whole experience because my friend Matt has come all the way from, where'd you come from?
Well, LA by way of Atlanta.
Yes.
And Destin.
So he came from LA, but this car came from parts unknown. It's like...
by parts unknown, Tampa.
It came from Tampa. It's actually going back to its home. So this is Matt's Lexus, and it has a bit of a story. Would you mind filling us in on said story?
So on December, roundabouts December 1st, 2014, I was on vacation in Hawaii, and my friend Rob Ferretti emailed me a link to a car that was for sale in Tampa, and he said, who wants to take it the rest of the way? So I clicked the link, and it was this car with 897,000 miles on it.
That's high.
And when it's your birthday, because it was my birthday, and you're in Hawaii and drunk, this is a good idea.
Yes.
So it's 897. It's like it's like 89.7% of the way there, and that really seems close.
So you wanted to get it to a million miles.
Yes, I am an LS400 fan. I had an LS400 back in the day, similar to this one, and I was like, here's an opportunity to shepherd this car to a million miles. And I figured I would drive it a bunch, I'd pass it around to my friends, and we'd get there in, no time.
Right, and actually putting 100,000 miles on a car,
it's hard.
It takes a while.
I mean, it takes a while. If you had a car and you bought it 2 or 3 years ago and you put 100,000 miles on it, someone would be like, wow, like you put a lot of miles on your car.
Yeah.
So, and that's like if it was your only car. Like, this was like my 6th car. Like,
yeah.
I think at one point it was my 7th car.
Yeah.
So to put 100,000 miles, I mean, look at this shop. Imagine getting 100,000 miles on one of these cars. Like,
right.
When you have all of, when you have all that going on, who could do that? So anyway, I passed it to as many people as I could.
Well, I was one of the first people to drive this car. I drove this car across the country.
I have the Logbook. I have the Lexus Logbook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I that's how we met. I drove this.
First time we met?
Yeah, that's the first time we met.
You just showed up and I handed you the keys?
Yes.
Look, so here's the Logbook. So I asked everyone, who drove it to write, stories or thoughts or whatever about the car. Odometer 931, and the people told some really good stories. Like, people went,
that's awesome.
Dude, I just lent it out to like so many people, and people like, there's like Radwood stickers and like the Hot Rod Power Tour and like this car climbed Mount Washington. I mean, there's just like people.
There's so much life in this thing.
Yeah, like people went on so many adventures, and like after all of that, like I also did spend a bunch of money on maintenance and all that kind of stuff, but it's actually in better shape now than when I got it 4 years ago. And it's not about like me or anything that I'm doing. Like, I'm glad that the smoking tire is getting talked about. Like, that's awesome. But like, it's more just like when you have a car, and like Lexus isn't paying me. Like, they didn't even care until yesterday. Finally, Lexus called me yesterday. Like, the day we did it, and they're like, "Hey, I heard you're doing a thing." It's like, I've been yelling about this for 4 years. Like, they have nothing in it. But like, as a fan of the Lexus, of the idea of the LS400. I just felt like, to have a car that wasn't taken from 0 to 1 million by, that one crazy person who has like that girl with the Hyundai.
Yeah, she has an insane commute, right?
With like a bash bar on her Hyundai, like a Mad Max commute every day.
Yes.
That's an impressive feat of like driving, you know what I mean? But like a well taken care of brand new car could do that. It's not a big deal. Like, this is like, there's 100, but it's like almost like doing it with practically like a rental car or something. And so
how many? So this car has 1 million miles, but 1 million miles, it doesn't mean 1 million miles on all the components. So what have you replaced?
All right, I can't be like 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain. Like, and I had some Lexus people look at it. Like, we're pretty certain the valve covers have never been off.
Okay.
Like, the motor's never been apart.
Right.
Like, there's evidence of like this thing not being apart.
Yes.
So as far as I know, the engine has just had its regular service. It's had 9 timing belts, obviously. Okay. It's due for the next one, by the way.
I'll just take it to the dealership for its 1,000,000-mile service. Okay, that's fine.
Timing belt.
That's okay. That's okay. I think we can handle that.
I did, or I had done, what is, I think, the 3rd trans rebuild.
Yeah.
And, but other than that, I mean, I'm pretty sure all the body work is original. You know, if mildly ill-fitting and faded, I don't think it's had any body work. But
yeah.
Listen, at 1,000,000 miles, like, everything's a consumable.
Yeah, exactly.
Bushings, shocks, like, shit that you have to replace stuff.
The frame is consumable,
you have to replace stuff that I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of replacing that before. And they're
exactly.
Like, he's like, yeah, dude, you do it every 400K.
What? What's that, normal? Yeah, every 400K just replace the carpet.
Yeah, like what? This is a consumable? Like a replaced shifter knob, because the leather was like gone.
So let's take a look inside. Let's see what it's like. Let's see what a 1,000,000-mile Lexus is like. Now, I have replaced the door panels when I had it.
Yeah, so you did that, right? The door panels were super grimy, and you replaced the door panels when you did it. So, thank you. The glove box being down makes it look like broken when in fact it's not. And we have the 6-disc CD changer, which works.
Works.
I'll give you all the CDs too.
Oh, wow.
We got
an insane value here.
12 CDs.
Wow. This does not look bad, actually. It
looks really nice.
Yeah.
And everything works. All the windows, the power mirrors, the sunroof, all the lights, like all the dome lights they all work. AC works. The tape deck, for some reason, when you use the tape deck, and that only matters because of the tape adapter for your phone.
Yep.
It only comes out the right side.
Okay, that's fine.
The CD player and the FM radio come out all the speakers.
So can we?
I got 22 miles per gallon on the way down here.
Awesome. So I am going to
fire it up.
Fire it up. I want to see what this thing says. You just hit 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah, it's on 9s, dude. It's on 9s forever.
That is
and then look, if you want to
insane.
see, so now 9s plus trip, so we hit 1,250,000.
All right, so I definitely don't want to. That's going to be the important bit.
But yeah, we're 9s, dude.
That is insane.
Eternal 9s, and like, fire it up.
Okay, let's see. Wow, that is
buttery.
Real nice.
It's buttery.
I wish my Lambo started that nicely.
Super buttery. It's really, really nice,
dude. You can't even feel anything.
Yeah, the AC blows nice and cold. The back light is out in the radio.
Oh, no.
Terrible.
Can I return this car?
Terrible, I tell you. Wait, here, do you want to see your cassettes? We have cassettes for you, so.
Ooh, what you got?
Future Grapher, I don't know what that is.
Is this a bunch of synthwave and...
This is a band called Fart Barf.
Okay.
Rex and Effect.
Okay.
AC/DC Back in Black, that's a good one. Stone Temple Pilots Core, that's a good one.
I feel like you should definitely take these with you.
YouTube Live, Bobby Brown. It's period, really. It's period correct.
Awesome. That is amazing. So I think let's turn this thing off. I can't even tell that it's on.
You want to see under the hood?
Yeah, let's see under the hood.
You should look at the back seat actually.
Okay.
While we're here too, because the back seat is remarkably nice. I don't think the back seat's been changed. I think it's 100% original.
That is very spacious.
It's really not bad.
And it's actually not bad, yeah.
Dude, Puppy Knuckles sat back there for like 800 miles, and he did not have any complaints.
This is really not bad.
It's pretty nice, dude. I'm like, I have nothing to gain at all by not saying it's a piece of crap if it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
It's not a piece of crap.
Really isn't.
No.
So here's what I plan to do.
Have rear ashtrays, which he really likes, with these.
Oh, wow.
Which, honestly...
It's like a Japanese S-Class.
Dude, all you do is you get a USB port, and then you have like 12 USB ports in this car.
That's amazing.
Okay, the engine.
So yeah, let's take a look at the engine. So here's what I plan to do with the car, and here's why...
By the way, I love your shop, but like, I am schwitzing. This Florida thing, dude.
So, I can't control that.
The Cool Boss.
We got a Cool Boss and it's not on because...
We have a opposed dichotomy between Cool Boss and what we need to be doing.
We are not Cool Bosses right now.
No, we're hot boss.
Yeah, we're very hot.
Gold badging, very important with your LS400s. 24 karat gold plated.
Yes.
$600 option in '96.
Well, what's it in monetary value in 2019?
I told you I had to replace the one on the rear, the big L in the rear, and it was like $85.
That's excessive.
That's because I love the car so much. I wanted it to be, properly, blinged out. I match
Yes.
the gold Seiko with the gold badges when I drive the Lexus.
You can leave the Seiko on there and you can just take that badge. It'll be the same thing.
I thought you should buy one of these. I wore this for you because I think you should have a Seiko Turtle because I think it's a watch that fits your personality.
Okay.
Bozy wears one.
Definitely.
And you and Bozy see eye to eye.
Yes, we do. So this is a 1UZ FE because that's what it says there.
Yeah.
It's a.
That means it has one UZ and fuel injection.
Good. So this is a 4-liter V8, makes around 250-ish horsepower, something like that. And it seems to run very smoothly.
You never use all of it.
Yeah.
it's spent like its entire life under 3,000.
You never need to use it. But what I plan to do is I want to do away with all of this, and we're going to have a big turbo just sitting right here. And we're going to see how much power we can put into that thing.
Now, wait, so can you, so you don't want to use like a high revvy Supra turbo, right? Like if you use a turbo that's meant to make its power at lower revs.
Not necessarily. So what I'm thinking of with this is probably
a very high red line here. This thing, just in NA form, it runs out of go juice around 5,500.
The thing is, when you have a turbo, all that stuff changes.
Yeah.
You change the qualities of the intake manifold. It's no longer the runner length. All that stuff doesn't really matter all that much. So what you can do is, I plan to do either 62 or 67 millimeter turbo.
Sounds like a lot.
It's not bad. It's just gonna give a nice top end without really stressing the turbo too much. And
blow this thing sky high doing
well, we're gonna try not to. So the goal here is to get it near like a Hellcat number, like around 700 horsepower, which the internet tells me I can do, but they never said anything about a 1,000,000-mile version of this.
Here's the thing. So with this car, I bought it, right, and the goal was to get it to 1,000,000 miles, and I that was me making up a game, right?
Yes.
A game for myself and my friends and whoever wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
And along the way, people encouraged various ways for me to cheat at the game,
right?
To just get it done with.
Exactly.
Put the car on a dyno for 24 hours or whatever.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
And I think it's dumb to make up a game and then cheat at the game.
Yes.
So, Freddie.
Yes.
This is your game now.
It is.
What are the rules of the game?
So the rules of the game is try to do it for as cheaply as possible, but we're gonna make sure that the block is stock. So we're not gonna be opening it up, obviously.
But are you gonna take you gonna take it apart? You gonna take the valve covers off it? Are you gonna do are you gonna reseal it or anything like that?
No. So it's just gonna be basically run what we brung, type thing, and we're just gonna slap a turbo on it.
How far apart? I mean, forgive my ignorance. I'm not, and your audience is gonna think I'm a moron because I'm not a wrench, and they're all probably wrenches. But how far apart do you have to take this to install a functional turbo?
So all you have to do is take off this air box, so that's going to be where the turbo intake is going to be, and the intercooler piping. We'll just put an intercooler down there, and we take off the stock exhaust manifolds. Actually, we'll leave those on, and then we'll just make an up pipe from both the exhaust manifolds. We'll make it into a Y, bring it up here, and then there's going to be a turbo here, and we'll bring the exhaust back down because apparently there's a decent amount of space here. That's it. Other than fuel mods, we'll probably just get a better fuel pump, better lines, and better injectors, and then we have to find a standalone or something to do all this stuff. And we're gonna have to do it on a budget. So that's it.
Do you have to do anything with the ignition system?
The ignition system should be okay if we're on a standalone. These are. Oh wait, no, this doesn't have a distributor, right? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
So if it doesn't, then if it's coil packs, then we're okay. It might be coil on plug, but that's okay. It shouldn't be for the power that we're getting. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
I don't see it spark plug.
It might be.
I don't see normal distributor wires. I mean.
Yeah, this is how much I know about this engine, but people might be screaming in the comments right now. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you say. Someone's screaming in the comments.
Yeah. So that's how we're going to do it. Right. I don't think anything needs to be broken apart. I would like to do a compression test on the engine. Maybe put a borescope down the cylinders, take out a spark plug. So that's going to be kind of cool just to see what the engine is actually doing. It seems very healthy. And the one thing I want to worry about is oil pressure, because if we don't have that, then everything kind of goes kaboom. Yeah. But from the internet, This thing can take a lot of power, like seriously a lot of power.
Okay.
Because when these things were made brand new, they actually reinforced the components quite well. These are basically like detuned race motors.
Well, they're super overbuilt, and you can actually use them in airplanes.
Yeah, and I hear they last 1,000,000 miles.
Apparently. Apparently they do. I mean, I remember like my dad had one of these like when it was new in '92, and I remember when I was a kid that compared to anything else, it was just so far beyond smooth. And like this one is like slightly less smooth than it should be because of the age and whatever. And like frankly, I think if you actually did a rebuild, you get it to where it was supposed to be. Yeah. But like that wasn't my game. So like that's why I wonder. Like I wonder if that lack of smoothness that doesn't really matter for driving this.
Well, the smoothness
what happens when you triple the horsepower?
It'll get interesting. That's basically what happens. All right.
So my rules are. That's a good. So all right. So minimum of expense. No opening the motor.
Yeah.
That's your rules. Okay. With a target of Hellcat power.
Yeah. Well, as close as we can get to it.
Get to Hellcat power. Are you going to keep cranking it up until it explodes?
So I'm not really a Hoonigan type guy where I have zero mechanical sympathy. I'd like to get to like a good number, and then if that number is, you know, we can regularly do that, then I will take it apart and just make you a coffee table out of that.
Well, that was going to say, so my rules were you can have the car for $1. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. It's your car.
Sure.
And if you blow it up doing your shenanigans, then I need, for my new building, Westside Collector Car Storage in LA. If you're in LA and need car storage, hit me up, matt@thesmokingtire.com. I will need an engine block coffee table with a well-seasoned 1,000,000-mile engine. And so you can have the car, but I get an engine block coffee table when you blow it up.
100%. That is.
If you don't blow it up, then
if I don't blow it up, then you're gonna get a coffee table anyway. I think it'd be kind of cool.
But you got to leave these badass like valve covers on there. The V8 4-cam 32. Those.
I don't know. I feel like a bare block would look kind of cool. We cleaned it up and stuff, and especially if there's a hole in the side of it. So.
Yeah, right. Especially if there's a rod sticking right out.
All right, cool. So Matt, thank you so much, dude. Like this is the best gift anybody's given me at least this week. So.
Did Tyler give you a Bentley?
Tyler didn't give me that. I bought that thing. Let's not talk about who gave who.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you.
You had to buy that. You had to buy this for $1.
Yes. So I feel like this is probably the better deal.
I feel like I want to keep the logbook though.
Keep it.
I feel like the logbook should stay with me.
Yes. Keep it, and let me know if you need anything else from this. But
2 keys.
Yes. 2. That doesn't come with 2 keys. This does.
Keys.
Yeah.
And I fixed the hood struts for you, so you're good to go.
We are living in the future, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Matt, thank you so much. All Matt's stuff will be in the link in the description below. Check him out. He does really, really good work, and not just on old Lexuses, but he is a. Would you say you're a capital J journalist? Are you a big deal right now?
Could be capital J. I'm writing about this. For Road and Track magazine, September issue.
Yeah. Okay. So check that out. Yes. And
I guess that is capital J, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So more cars as always, and more projects. But I think this one should be a little bit quicker than what we usually do because I'm going to try to do this. Maybe in a few weekends or something like that. This is not going to be, a real.
Unlike the rest of your cars, this one drove into this shop.
That's a big thing.
You're taking me to the airport.
No tow truck, no tow truck needed. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like this that are awesome with 1,000,000 miles, but still need a little bit of work to get a lot of power, you guys need to wrench every day.